divided the nation. It's even caused rifts among family and friends. So how do you patch things up in your relationships, even if you still disagree?
Nicole Brewer is here. Nicole, Thanksgiving just around the corner. Everybody's just going to gather around that table.
I know, just 2 weeks away. I mean, it is coming, Nikki and Jess, which means many of you will likely come into contact with family members who may not share your viewpoints. But even before the holidays, how do we get along with our friends and maybe even coworkers who hold opposing views?
I love this country.
For some, it was a thrilling end to a hard-fought race.
I will say I did vote for Trump, so I was pleasantly surprised.
For others, Donald Trump's presidential victory signaled feelings of fear and frustration.
Basically outraged.
Sick to my stomach.
A really sad day for our country.
And that could be within your workplace, that could be in your friend group, on your Facebook, or even in your family.
Dr. George James, a family therapist at the Council for Relationships, says in order to maintain relationships with people whose opinions differ from our own, we have to be mindful of how we react.
No one likes, a gloat or a sore loser.
I think I'm a nervous loser. Then put the person before politics by trying to understand why they made their decision.
Most people maybe don't fully agree with even the person they voted for. Maybe that's a way that we can separate it by realizing that there's more to the person than just that they voted for Trump or Hillary.
I think that's a very fair point.
I guess, it's time to, start talking.
But not necessarily at the Thanksgiving table.
No politics discussed at Thanksgiving. Matter of fact, I will put signs on the front door and back door of my house.
Dr. James says that's not a bad idea if you suspect the conversation will lead to an argument. But if you can speak respectfully, even better.
Good advice if we can all take it that way.
I would hope that anyone who's close enough to sit down and have a meal together can certainly be open enough to have a conversation.
You would hope, right? Well, Dr. James admits all of this will take some time, and throughout the transition encourages us to use this opportunity to put our emotions into action. In other words, take a break from worrying about what the person sitting next to you is doing and thinking, and instead focus on what you can do to make your family, your community, your country better.
Use it maybe as a call to action.
Exactly. Okay.
Thanks,
We'll
Nicole.
see how Thanksgiving goes.
That's right.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed.